What's going on? It's just Don, bringing you a brand new video, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be telling the story time of when my friend's grandma ate a pot brownie. If you enjoy this video, leave a like, subscribe, and turn those post notifications on so you can know when my next video gets uploaded. And yeah, guys, let's just get straight into it. So this story took place in the summer. This was kind of like the peak of the summer where everyone was still connected, and like at least everyone from my school were constantly like linking up and trying to have some fun and like have like those summertime vibes. So this girl, let's give her a name, Tatiana, she would host the majority of like the parties around here because her parents were so lax. Since I'm her friend, I usually come over early and I help prep up the stuff. So it's me, Sam, Tatiana, and like 3 of her girlfriends, and we're all just setting up the tables, the apple juices, and making sure that inhalers were going to be there and inhaler sellers were going to be there as well. And so like we're calling up like the people, and like even like the mom is helping set up like the decorations and stuff, because like trust me, like these weren't no birthday parties, but she would always go all out with like the themes because like she had the money for it, and once again, parents were super chill. So I was chilling in Tatiana's room with 2 of the other girls, and we were just talking about what the plans are for the night, and they were talking about like what guy they were trying to hop on. And while we were talking about this, her grandma comes out of her room to, I guess, go to the bathroom or go downstairs, I have no clue, and she saw us and she comes into the room and she just starts chopping it up with us as well. And one of the most wholesome ladies I think I've ever met, super kind, very caring, very interested in everything I said. Like everything I would say, she would always have a question for it, and I could tell that she was truly paying attention and cared. Little did Granny know was right behind the bed was a bottle of Henny that one of us decided to bring, that good Henny apple, if you know what I'm talking about. So we wait for her to leave the room, and as soon as she leaves, I mean like at an instant when that door closed, we pop out that bottle and get to the pregame. The usual Snapchat stuff, like they're hyping it up, like we're chugging it down. And I usually am a big fan of the Henny apple juice, like that stuff is very good for me, it turns me into a demon low-key. But hey, like I was hanging out with like my real friends, I was very comfortable, so I went a little all out that night. So people start pulling up, and I'm on like the music for tonight, so everyone's just chilling downstairs, congregating, oh my god, like it's so great to see you, all of that extra bull. Everyone's introducing each other if people are new, because some people are bringing like their new man or new woman, and I'm just down there talking to this one girl that was already there when we were setting up. And we're chopping it up, and the more we're talking, I feel like more people just started to pull up. I'm telling you, just like cars deep of people start showing up, and I'm like, yo, some of these people aren't looking very familiar. So I go upstairs to just a crowd of people trying to come to the door. No one's on security, so it's just people looking into the window and then just opening up the door because it's unlocked. And I'm just there like, yo, like what's going on? Like, where is Tatiana? Since she's the one that's really hosting this. Turns out Tatiana's upstairs absolutely trashed already, which is a common theme at Tatiana's parties, because she would get absolutely trashed, something would go down, and then she would put all of the responsibility on us, which I have no issue with. I just want to make sure that every single time that this happens, that we get to continue having parties at her house. Being the good friend that I am, I started to ask around, like, who are you people? Where'd you come from? Who invited you? And the majority of them kept saying Tatiana's friend, who I do not like. Turns out she accidentally put Tatiana's address on her main story instead of her private when she decided to post about the party. So all of these people are from counties away, college is like 50, 60 minutes away, and they just came over, you know, because it's a party, and 3, 4, 5, 6 people just keep rolling in at a constant rate, and her mom is upstairs, mind you. So I think for a while she just assumed that it was just us being loud and that there weren't that many people in the house. But there were so many people that they couldn't even fit in like the basement. So now some of them are congregating upstairs, eating her food, playing with her pets, and I'm like, yo, y'all gotta chill, like, y'all gotta go. And they're just like, yo, like, you can't make me leave, like, who are you? And I'm like, yo, I started lying, and I was like, yo, like, I own this place, y'all gotta go. Some of them listened to me and left, others were still too stubborn, which, you know, there's always those stubborn few. So I'm downstairs now again, talking to everyone, you know, trying to come up with a plan to get most of these people out. And Tatiana finally comes downstairs. Mind you, she trips on 3 of the stairs, falls down. Everyone looks at her, starts laughing at her, and she gets up and she's like, everyone better get out or I'm calling the cops. And at first, everyone was like, you know, chatting like, I mean, like, you ain't gonna do shit, right? Well, she wasn't kidding. As soon as everyone heard the doo of the phone, they were outie. They almost trampled her going up the stairs. Some of them stole some valuables, which I think is very unfortunate, but I'm just happy that everyone was safe and that we got them all out. So her mom finally comes downstairs and everything was okay, except for she was questioning why there were some things missing, and we tried to explain it to her as best as possible, and she took it pretty well. So she went back upstairs and everything was chill. So like the remaining of us, I think there was at least like 35 people left. We were still partying, doing our thing, having fun, because now everything's kind of chill and everyone's comfortable. And I mean, a lot of people weren't in the basement anymore. A lot of people were upstairs in the bedroom. So, you know, things were still active even though a lot of them left. So I'm downstairs in the living room / kitchen on the couch getting intimate with a girl when Grammy walks downstairs. And I'm like, oh crap, you know, I'm sorry, you know, out of respect. And she was like, it's okay. And we kind of just got to chopping up with Grammy, me, like the girl, and Grammy, right? She sees some brownies in some tinfoil and she was like, oh, someone brought brownies. And she immediately just gobbles one down. And I was like, oh, you know, I didn't think anything of it. I didn't know it was pot brownie at the time. So she goes back upstairs to call her husband because they're in different time zones. And when she comes back downstairs, you know, Granny's acting a little different, right? You know, she's a little bit more peppy and she's like laughing a lot at every joke I make, and there's some TV on. So sometimes while I'm talking to her, she's kind of like getting very distracted by the TV. And I was like, okay, maybe she's just kind of tired. Then I reach for one of those brownies, and as soon as I was about to put it in my mouth, I can smell I can smell what's in the brownie. And I was like, oh, hey now. I was like, hey now, like everything made sense. So we go upstairs without the Grammy, obviously, and I come downstairs maybe like an hour later, and Grammy is slumped on the couch, like snoring. Yo, she's out cold. And I was like, oh yeah, she had a fun night. So I put a blanket over her, and I go back upstairs because I was staying over that night. And I slept over, and you know, she was fine. In the morning, I don't even think she really like remembered it, and she made everyone that was there some breakfast. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like for Pothead Grandma, and it's just not signing off. Peace.